this is Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures, and it is 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 1 o'clock. I was finishing up watching Jeremy's live. Love you, bro. Thank you so much for all you do to inspire us. Excuse me. This is why I introduced that it was 1 a.m. because I may have a couple yawns in here. And I'm not going to take the time to edit them out. I'm going to be real. That's hopefully why you like me. So, I haven't done a whip and chat in a while, or a drill with me. WIP, just so you know, WIP stands for work in progress. So many times you'll hear whip and chat or drill with me because you use a drill pen to diamond paint. So getting some things out of the way, this is a Diamond Art Club painting called The Tower. It is a round, it has one AB color, and it is 42 by 48 centimeters. If you want to know what this is, it is a mesh ruler. It is right now stuck down, so I can't pull it up to show you what it looks like. Let me see if I have my little one over here to show you. So this is a little one. As I like cascade everything. So this is what it looks like. It's got little holes in it where your round drills go in. They do not offer them in square. Eventually my yawning will stop now that I've started talking. So bear with me. So yeah, so I'm using that. I'm absolutely in love with it. I just bought 2 more because it is very thin metal and I'm noticing it does bend from time to time. So that is where I'm at. So I thought I would do this tag. I don't know how many questions. I wanted to do maybe a 20-25 minute short little whip and chat. And it's getting to know me questions. It's like a TMI, too much information. And I just thought we could do that tonight as, you know, I'm trying to finish this up. My goal was to hopefully get this done by the weekend. And then I have about 4 or 5 completed diamond paintings I want to put in my portfolio. So I was hoping then I could do a video about that. And I have a post review to do. And I have a unboxing to do, so a lot to catch up on, but I didn't want to clean up my space for those other videos until I got this done. So we're just going to try to kick it out. I know I won't finish it tonight, but at least I'll get some of it done while we're chatting. So let me find my first letter. Okay, so the first question is, where did you grow up? I am originally from Ohio. I grew up there, 18 to 20 years of my life. I was born there, went to the same school from first grade through senior year in high school. Only lived in 3 homes. So the first home was, of course, when I was born. And then when I was about 3 to 4 years old, my parents moved. Oops, I was not paying attention. My parents moved with my grandparents while they were saving up. And see, no editing. You guys get to see mistakes made. So we lived with my grandparents for a while. And then moved into the home my parents are still living in. I keep trying to convince them to come move to where I live now so they can be here and be babysitters. But they haven't made it that far yet. So I just have this little 2 or 3 things to put right in here. So, in that case, so basically I was in one home, then moved in with my grandparents. My parents were there too, and then we moved into the home my parents are in now. Then I chose a college, and they gave me some parameters. And one of the parameters was that it was within a half day's drive from their home, so that if anything were to go wrong, we could get to each other quickly if need be for emergencies. So that's kind of where I ended up and why I ended up there. So I went to this school, I picked it out. My sophomore year, I met my spouse, and so after my senior year, we got married. And because that was right when the recession was hitting, people were losing their jobs left and right. I was a undergrad in psychology, and for those of you who know about psychology, you cannot get a job in the counseling therapeutic world without at least your master's. So I was working at like a bank / credit card company, and he was working for an insurance company, so we decided to stay where we were at. And so yeah, that leads into the next question of where do we currently live? And we live in Michigan. So my college was in Michigan, West Side, so West Michigan. And yeah, we've kind of stayed. We got married here after our senior year, so we graduated in May. We got married in September and had our jobs, had our first apartment. I ended up moving into his college apartment. We were there for, I think his lease was up in April. So we were there from September to April. It was so small, guys. And then we moved to a bigger apartment. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I never really felt at home there. We were only there for about 8 months, and then we found the home we live in now. So we will be in this home in December. We got the keys the weekend of Thanksgiving, but we moved in the first weekend of December. So we will be here this December 15 years. So that's how she rolls. So that's where we currently live in West Michigan, and we've been here since we got married. Who is your first best friend? My first best friend, if my memory serves me well, her name was Jennifer as well. But because there were so many Jennifers at my school, she was Jennifer C and I was Jennifer A. And so I just remember she and I really connected when I was in first grade. And then she moved away, and I was devastated. After that, I had a best friend. Her name was Elizabeth, and she and I were best friends, I would say, up through 6th to 7th grade, something like that. Maybe 8th grade. She lived 2.5, 3 blocks away in our neighborhood, and that was back when everything was super safe and you could ride your bike, and as long as you didn't talk to strangers, everything was fine. So yeah, we would stay at each other's homes. Our parents would watch, us as kids, and yeah, so that was my first best friend. How tall am I? I am 5'2". There's not really much to go into with that question. Dogs or cats? We are huge dog people. We have to be careful because we're mildly allergic. So we have to always make sure we vacuum and dust and make sure she gets bathed and with the dandruff and stuff. We also always have short hair dogs. This is our second dog. Our first dog we had for 12 years. I do not want to get coffee at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to try to persevere if you guys stay with me. So yeah, we had her for 12 years, then she passed away, and now we have Zoe, and we've had Zoe for 3. I'm trying to pick out a color. Cats are okay. I'm not a huge cat fan. I don't know if it's just like, I don't know. I like other people's cats. I'll hold cats. I'll pet cats. I have no animosity towards cats. I think they're cute. I think they're sassy. I think they have their own personalities. I don't know. I'm just not a huge cat person. I'm also highly allergic to a cat. So I will know instantly if I walk into your house. I may not smell the cat, but my nose will begin to run. I'll begin to sneeze, and my throat will start to close, and my eyes will water and become itchy. So normally I try to ask people if they have a cat, because then even if they're the cleanest people in the world, I will take a Benadryl or some allergy meds, like double up on them before I go to their house. And then that, I just have to make sure every 4 hours I reload myself. And I married somebody who it kind of has the same level of allergy. So we like other people's cats, but we won't be cat owners. Funniest moment throughout high school. Well, I kind of told the funniest moment in my embarrassing video. So you can go check out the whole story, but to sum it up, I fell asleep in my car waiting for school to start. While I was asleep, I was sitting on my hands. I did not realize school had started. So when the vice principal came out after like second period and woke me up by knocking on the window, I realized my hands were asleep, and so therefore I couldn't unbuckle myself. I couldn't get the keys out of the ignition. Just a whole bunch of goofy stuff was happening. So that was a pretty funny moment. High school was not the best for me. I was bullied really a lot. And so I don't have super fond memories of high school, but I would say that was one of the funnier moments. Are you in or have you gone to college? Yes. I, right out of high school, went to college. Oops, that one slid. And then I told myself, because I knew I had to go to grad school to become a therapist, but I was just so sick of school. I had burned myself out working 3 jobs to pay for things. And just, I had illness, I had gotten mono, I still struggle with chronic fatigue because of that. So after I got married, I said I'll take 1 year off just to kind of breathe, get used to married life, get used to working full time and not having to go to school. And 1 year turned into 3 years, but then I went back to school and got my master's in professional counseling, and now I'm licensed in the state of Michigan, and I am a therapist, a trauma therapist. So that's my specialty, is trauma and grief. And yeah, I love what I do. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and it was worth every minute of being in grad school, working full time, giving birth, having a newborn. And I guess I just like to stress myself out. So I have learned some things, and I try not to do that now. What is my favorite drink? My favorite drink is cherry Coke. I do like strawberry lemonade, like from Wendy's, that new, like when they actually put the stuff in it. I love water. I hate milk. I'm sorry. I weaned myself off of the bottle before I was supposed to and freaked my mom out when I was a baby. I just do not like milk. So I get my calcium other ways through yogurt and cheese. I am a cheese-aholic. Oh my goodness. I could never be vegan because I love cheese too much. I just do. So my favorite drink is cherry Coke. It used to be Mountain Dew. I was a Mountain Dew addict and was drinking up to 2 liters a day and couldn't stop. I do believe there is an addictive quality, but now I still drink about 1 12-ounce a day, but have significantly cut back, and I can also take it or leave it. I can go without having to have a Coke, where before I was like, I need to run to the store and get this. You know, like some people feel when they don't have cigarettes or whatever their addictive vice is. I mean, we all have them. Like, think about if you don't have a diamond painting going. Or you can't get to it. So, yeah. What is your spirit animal and why? I don't know. You guys tell me, because I'm really not into that kind of thing. I don't even know where I would go with that. My favorite animal is an elephant, but I don't think that means it's a spirit animal. So yeah. You're wearing perfume. What scent is it? I don't know. It's a Ralph Lauren scent. It's in a blue bottle. I used to like Blue by Ralph Lauren, but they don't make it anymore. And I'm really disappointed because it worked really well with my body and my pheromones, and I would get so many compliments when I wore that. Now, I mean, it's okay. I like it, but it's not my fave. And I'm allergic to a lot of perfumes, anything that's super floral. And so I can't like test a perfume out to see if I like it, because then I'm going to get this migraine and I'm going to get an allergy attack for the rest of the day if I'm trying to figure out perfume smells. So the struggle is real. What are my life goals? Well, I really want to write a book about a lot of the things that I've gone through. Actually, today we went to church and he had made a comment and I wrote some stuff down, and I was just thinking of like the title and what it would be and the structure. I have it kind of in my head. I just need to force myself to sit down and start writing it, and let the worry of it sounding good go out the back door and look for an editor that will help me and just kind of at least get it down fluid out of my brain. So that would be a life goal I have. I've already reached the therapy. And I guess just continuing to take care of myself so I can take care of other people. That whole, if you're empty, how are you able to fill others? And just kind of continuing to look for that self-care. And that's why I think I diamond paint a lot too, is it's part of my self-care plan. It helps lower my own anxiety. It helps me feel like I'm in control of something when my world is out of control. So yeah, I'm just really mindful of that. And just being there for my daughter and being there for my husband. You know, we're starting to really make sure we're putting family time. I mean, we've always tried to put family time first. But now, like with me diamond painting and him looking for things, and Lydia, our daughter, getting older and always in soccer and school events, we're like, okay, we need to be purposeful now on what we do. So like today we went blueberry picking Thursday we have a minor league baseball team, so we went to that and had a lot of fun there. And so, yeah, that's a life goal. Tea or coffee? Definitely coffee. I used to like it with sugar, and now I like it just black. So yeah, that's hands down. But I don't know if you guys realized, unless you drink your coffee black too, is I have to always wait forever to drink my coffee because with it being black, there's nothing to cool it down. And so if I get it from, Starbucks, or we have a place called Big B here, or any place local, even someplace like McDonald's or whatever, it's piping hot. And then most people, oops, there's a couple stragglers. Most people add sugar or creamer or stir it up. Yeah, so it cools down for them, but I don't have that. So it's just a little interesting side note. What sports do you play or have you played? I don't play any right now. I've really let myself go. I need to start getting myself back in shape, just for my own health purposes, but we won't go there. But I played soccer for 10 years. I played basketball for 5 years. 5th grade through 8th grade, and then senior year of high school. I played softball for 1 year, but only got on base once. I got 1 hit, and I got a black eye when I lowered my baseball glove to see where the ball was, and the ball was right there and hit me in the face. And I was like, okay, I am not into this type of sport. I would rather go play soccer. So yeah, those are the 3 sports that I have played. My daughter's really into soccer. I did play volleyball as a class at school for a year, and that's actually how I met my husband, is in that volleyball class. So go liberal arts school, like having that PE class is why I am married. Have any books you read changed your life? Well, there's one book that's called The Land Between. It's by Jeff Mannion, and he's actually the pastor of our church. And that really resonated about like what is happening when you feel lost and when you're in the wilderness, and what does that look like. Another book is called The Body Keeps the Score, and that is a really solid book if you're into trauma. And I mean, it's a therapy book, but it doesn't talk over your head, and I love the way he writes, and you just get such an understanding of, wow, this is why I act the way I do, or I'm not crazy. This is normal because of what I've been through. So he talks a lot about how our bodies remember, the traumas we've been through. And he talks about little t trauma and big T trauma and how they influence our lives and real ways. So you can have a big trauma that influences you, but then you can also have a little trauma, a car accident that you walked away from and everything's okay, but then like you still have some stuff going on, some residual things. So that is really a book that I have earmarked over and over again. And then, not to get religious, but my Bible. So gotta love that book. What is your favorite movie? Well, lately I've been into the Avengers, but I don't have a specific favorite movie out of all of them, although I really liked Black Panther. I thought it gave great comedy, great drama, great action. I thought the writing was really well. The chemistry between the brother and sister was really good. So I'm just going to name a couple that I've seen over the years because I don't really have a favorite right now. Excuse my chair. It needs some WD-40 going on here. Let's see. I liked the movie Big Fish for a while. I really like some old school movies like Mary Poppins or The Newsies. I like, let's see, what else do I like? Sorry, they're all going through my head. It's like when you see your life flash before your face, or before your mind, all at the same time. I'm trying to think. I did for a long time, like, watch all the time. I think I've seen it over 100 times. Big Fat Greek Wedding. That was really cool. That came out when I was graduating college. So that was like a really big movie that we were all watching. I'm trying to, I feel like there's a couple movies that I'm just not remembering that have left a deep impact on me. So eventually, as you watch my videos and get to know me, more will come out, I'm sure. Who are my favorite YouTubers? I'm scared to answer this question because if I miss somebody that I love, I feel like they will be heartbroken. So, I just celebrated my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I did not realize it was there, so it had come and gone. But I hope to do like a video and a celebration and potentially a giveaway. So we'll see. I'll probably do it at my 18-month to celebrate my half birthday for YouTube, since I missed the initial one. But one of the first YouTubers that I got addicted to was Abstract Crafter. I think her heart is just amazing. Another one is Gone Off My Meds, Wendy. She just is so funny and so real and just, you know, works through her insecurities right on film and just allows herself to be her. I do watch Diamond Painting with Esky. She and I have become pretty close off camera. I always love catching Wolfpack. And then Jeremy, he's amazing. I have really begun to enjoy Creative Mayhem and what she adds. So, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Like, I feel like I'm a sub to dozens and dozens of YouTubers. Excuse me. So check out my sub list and you'll see who my favorites are. I am not a subscriber to anybody that I don't like. That when I see a video pop up, I'm like, yay, I need to go watch their video. Oh, Elizabeth Ensley is adorable. I really have enjoyed her videos. She gets her husband involved. I love that he has named himself Mr. Beth. So yeah, and I just love the variety of the people I have subscribed to. You know, some just really sweet, tender hearts, some funny, some real and raw, some not hold back, just tell it how it is. So yeah, I just have really enjoyed getting to know the community. How many languages do I speak and how well? I always joke with, oh, Ginger, she's another one of my favorites, and Cindy's Traveling Crafts. I always joke with her how I speak 30 to 40 different languages because of where I work, but it's a big fat lie because I use interpreters. So I only speak one language. I did take French for multiple years in high school and in college. I'm supposed to be at like a medium level, like right below fluent, according to my transcript. However, I didn't retain any of it. And I also flunked out of, well, I got a D. That's kind of flunking out because you don't get the credit in Spanish in college. I got mad at French and switched over, and that was a bad idea. So I switched back and persevered. So yeah, I just speak English. I also speak a little bit of crazy, and I know how to work with interpreters with my job because 95% of my clients that I see speak a different language, as I am a clinician for refugees and torture survivors, so or survivors of torture. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Are you single or taken? I've talked about my husband, so I am taken. What is your idea of a dream date? Well, it's kind of funny. My husband asked me, because my birthday was in late July, he was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And he offered all this fancy stuff, and I was like, I just want to go out with the fam and get an ice cream cone and not have to share it. We went for our 15-year anniversary to Arkansas and stayed in a tree house. And I just was like thrilled. I was able to get up when we wanted, go to sleep when we wanted, be with nature, but not get eaten by bugs because we were inside, and we had like this huge jacuzzi tub and shower and all this stuff. So it's not like we were camping. So all that to say, my dream date is just to be able to be me, be able to wear comfy clothes, be able to enjoy time together, be able to enjoy time talking. Movies are hard for me to consider a dream date because you don't get to interact, but they are entertainment. How long was your longest relationship? Well, if you're talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, it's my husband. We've been together for 18 years. Yeah, almost 19. How would you describe your fashion sense? If it fits me, I will wear it. Being a slightly bigger woman, it's hard to feel comfortable in your clothes. So I think I'm just kind of like your average person. I just like a good pair of slacks. I don't like skirts. So just like a nice pair of slacks or jeans or yoga pants. And then I usually like to wear nice shirts. I don't like to be what my mom considers a ragamuffin. So I do, it's not dress up, but it's more like business casual most of the time. And then if I'm around the house, I'll do like not a normal t-shirt, but like a nice t-shirt and like yoga pants or jeans around the house. What is your go-to hairstyle? It is clean. It is hair that is washed, and I don't really use any product in it. Sometimes I'll use a root lifter because I do have fine hair, and so it tends to just lay there. And I do like to have highlights in it. Right now it's shoulder length. I cut off about 10 inches a week or so ago. So yes, Jeremy, if you're watching this, I did donate my hair. I didn't grow it out to donate, but if it's ever long enough, I will donate in a heartbeat. So yeah, it's shoulder length. Usually if I like the cut and it's not too long, I'll leave it down. If it's too long and I can't go get it cut, it ends up being back in a bun or a ponytail or a clip, something just to get it off my neck because it gets warm to have that hair down all the time. How many siblings do you have? I have one sister. She is younger than me by 4 years. And then I have a brother-in-law through my husband. So he has one brother. And then my sister is married, so I have a brother-in-law through her. And my husband's brother is married, so I have a sister-in-law through him. And they really are like my brothers and sisters as well. I'm not super close to my sister's husband. We won't go there. But my husband's brother and sister-in-law were super close family. And I'm super close to my sister. It's her husband that's kind of the side issue. All right, so this is number 25. We're going to end it here, and then I'll pick up later in another whip and chat or draw with me, and it is what is your go-to fast food order? I usually go order the same thing once I find something I like in a restaurant. And so I enjoy Wendy's. I am a Pepsi product, except for Cherry Coke, a Pepsi product fan. However, Wendy's now does Coke, and they do that funny machine where you add the flavors. So the Cherry Coke does not taste like Cherry Coke. It's this weird syrup that's not normal. So usually I'll do Wendy's. If you like my potato story, I still like Wendy's. In fact, we had it today on the way to our blueberry picking. I'll usually get their 4 for $4, and I go between a burger or a spicy chicken go wrap because I like spicy chicken there. We just got about 1.5 to 2 years ago a Chick-fil-A in this area, and so that's my favorite fast food really, as far as that's concerned. We do like Arby's. Sometimes we do Taco Bell, but Taco Bell does things to me. So we don't do that all the time, but that's my daughter's favorite. And every now and then we'll do McDonald's, but I'm not a huge McDonald's fan. I know. Don't hate me. So, well, I want to thank you so much, guys, for hanging in there with me, for dealing with my yawning. It actually is 1:30 in the morning right now. So I'm going to go put this up, and I'm actually going to head to bed. So maybe I can see you tomorrow and do some more videos. It looks like I have I think I'm going to finish this up tonight, and then it looks like I have two more to do, and then this little bit up here that doesn't, is not being used by this mesh ruler. Down below I will have a link for the mesh ruler. Feel free to check it out. The video that explains how to use it. I also show it in the beginning of my live, which is right before this video, and you saw me do it live here, while I was videotaping. I just didn't walk us through it. So yeah, thank you so much for your love and your support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to be alerted, hit the bell. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, morning, day, or night, depending on when you see this. Until next time, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.